When you are in the environment of the film set and you're there all the frickin' time, it's just like, of course I can be acting. Of course I can be writing. Of course I'm right where it's all happening. Of course all of this dream that I have that I've been like carrying around with me forever, but mostly filled with like doubt that it's going to happen. Where do I even start? You know, nobody wants to really help me. It's super hard to do it. These are mostly our thoughts about our career. When you get on set, you're just like, oh my God, these other people are doing it. This is not so hard. How much is everybody making here? $650 per day. Huh, wow. And you're right there. And then it's just like, of course I can do this. And since I was just on set yesterday, I'm on set every single week. I'm on set again tomorrow. But, you know, like yesterday, I'm sitting there looking around me and I'm just going, everybody I'm going to talk to tomorrow, they're all going to be like, I don't think I can do this. I mean, some of you guys are like, oh, I'm fucking doing this, right? You guys know who you are. But a lot of you guys are just like, oh, I'm not sure if this is the time. I don't know if this is going to work. I hope that this is real. It was unbelievable the other day. I had people here at my house, okay, and we did the A-list thing, and Nicole said, who came over, and she talks to you guys on the email. She was like, "How many of you guys didn't know this was real when you started?" And then there were some people like that were like, yeah, I didn't know it was real. I thought it could be a scam. I thought it was a scam. I'm just like, for me, since I live it, and I've been doing it for 15 years, and I've got like, you know, 100,000 followers and Instagram through the roof and videos upon videos of our people that I know exactly when they started, and I know like when they got their first job, and I know when they got their 10th job. How can you think this, you know, from the outside, because you can see all these videos, but it's the way of the world. I understand. Okay. But I'm going to tell you all right now, this is fucking real. I hope you can feel it in your guts. I cannot be on set talking to you. That's why we want to talk about certainty. That's why we want to talk about the film industry. We want to talk about goals, because our brains, all of our brains, they think the same thoughts again and again and again. We go, I just don't know why I don't feel better about my career. I just don't know why I don't have confidence. I just don't know why I can't write better or act better. This always happens. It's so frustrating. I don't know why. I'm going to tell you why. Because you have not yet practiced managing your mind. Thoughts are creating your results. How it works is thoughts create your emotions. And from your emotions, how you're feeling is how you take action out there. And then how you take action out there is how you get the result. So if you're thinking, I hope I do good, we think that's a very innocent thought. Like, oh, well, of course I hope I do good. And we just think, when we think about our career, we're just like, I hope I do good. We think that that's just like, I'm just reporting on what I actually hope. It's true. But when you look at that thought, which is just a sentence in your mind, I hope I do good, how do you feel? You can see it maybe working out. You can see it maybe not working out. So the emotion is uncertainty. I hope it goes well. The emotion is scared. And we're trying to create our careers by feeling scared. And therefore, we don't show up in the way that we imagine in our minds that we need to for our dreams. I want you to have different thoughts. I want you to have different feelings, because I know that you can, and I know that the way that all these doors are opened is by thinking, feeling, and showing up in a way that the industry is like, awesome. Are you available next week? It's just such an easy decision. Are you available next week? But when somebody asks you, hey, are you available? And then, even more importantly, they work with you. Hey, are you available next week again and again and again? Now we've done something. And when they actually start to pass your name around to other people, okay, now you've done something. But that doesn't just happen. It's not just a given. There's a lot that went underneath all that for all these people to have confidence in you to refer you all over the place, because it's their ass. So that's why trust, and I know you've heard this, trust is so important in the industry. But where's this all coming from? These amazing people that we turn out to be, that has everybody wanting to hire us all the time. Where's that all coming from? It's coming from our thinking. It's coming from preparing ourselves in our thinking and not letting in thoughts that are like, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. I'm pissed off. This shouldn't be so hard. People should be hiring me and making my ideas. Guys, you are the future of the film industry. You really are. You really, really are. You are. It's a more of a gentle, knowing, deep knowing inside of yourself that is the beautiful thing that will allow all these other people to then take you under their wing and teach you and introduce you to their connections and get you into rooms and give you opportunities. It's that gentleness, that lovingness, that supportness of you thinking about other people in the business. Some of these things I talk about are so obvious to me because I've been in the business for 25 years and I know how this works. And some of us here haven't had those experiences yet. So when I talk about the way that these relationships are formed and how people take you under their wing and refer you and with you create this amazing career for yourself, right now it can be like it's hard to possibly imagine it because we haven't even started yet. I still want to paint that picture for you. I want you to know that we get on sets. I will get you on these sets. I'm not going to refer you onto these sets. I'm going to show you how to get on these sets for a lifetime, forever, and have people go like, I love that person. That's all they're thinking, guys. They're not like, well, does she know how to do this? And does he know how to do this? They're not even thinking that. They're just like, oh, I just like that person. So we just inspire that. Now, there's a lot of thoughts, though, that came from you that you gave yourself to make that happen. So that is the managing of the mind part. Hello. How's it going?
Hello, how are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you, Eric. So we say that
Good to see you too.
yeah. So let's just take a look at your mind. So it's like you and me. See this couch here? You and me are sitting on this couch together, looking at your brain, at the way you're looking at the film industry. So first of all, what's your goal?
Well, I'm pretty new at this, so what's my goal? My goal is to achieve experience and just, make my way up.
What do you want to do in the film industry?
I'm open to a lot of things, actually.
What are you doing right now for a job?
I'm in sales.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay, what do you sell?
Construction, like caulking for doors and windows, parging, siding, roofing.
Awesome. So good. You've trained your brain to talk to people. You trained your brain to come across and like, okay, what do they want? And how can I word this so that I'm talking to them and it's going into them, into their heart, and they're understanding me. That's a skill.
Exactly.
Really, really good skill. Okay, good. So you have what it takes. Plus, are you a nice person?
Yeah, I am a nice person, yes. Yeah. I have a character, though, but I'm a nice person, yeah.
Yeah, nice person. You show up on time?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Okay, and you have integrity?
Punctuality for me is really important. Pardon me?
Integrity, you have that too?
Yeah, integrity, I do. Yes, of course.
Yep, you have everything that it takes. Everything it takes to get into the film industry. That's everything that I said right there. Nice person, show up on time, integrity. You have it. Okay, so now you know that you can be in the film industry. And you said that the way that you feel when you think about the film industry is fear. So what is the thought that's producing the feeling of fear?
Well, basically, it's what people think. That's my biggest flaw, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, what they think, like letting myself go.
Yeah, but it's not a flaw. It's not a flaw because we all feel this way. It's totally not a flaw, okay? It's just our brains, and we work against our brains to get an amazing life. So our brains want it to be easy. Okay, there's a triangle. we want to go towards pleasure. Okay, we want it to be fun. We want to avoid pain. So we want to avoid fear. And then we want it to be easy. Those are the three things our brains want. But that's the primitive brain. Then we have the prefrontal cortex that you have been using for your sales job. You're like, hey, I don't really feel like maybe talking to this person right now. I don't feel like figuring this thing out and convincing this, but I'm going to use my brain to do it, to get the words out so I can be proud of myself when I get back in the car and I drive away. That's a prefrontal cortex that did that. That worked against the primitive brain that said, I don't want to fucking get out of this car right now. Do you relate at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yep.
So, same thing for the film industry. So you figured it out for the sales. You figured out how to work with your brain. And you do pretty well. I know you do. And now, film industry. Don't even know how to do that. Don't even know what I want to do in the industry, huh? What do you have? Like, do you want to direct? Do you want to write? You have no idea. You want what attracts you to the film industry?
I think like more of an actor's position, basically. Yeah.
Oh, you're an
than
actor.
writing and.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to be. I'm not an actor.
Yeah, but you are.
Okay.
Yeah, you're an actor. If you want to be an actor, you are an actor, because I can put a camera on you and tell you to say this line, and you're gonna do it. You're gonna say the line, and it's gonna come through your body. You're gonna give your version of how you would say that line, so you're an actor. And that's really what these actors are doing. Their personalities showing through who they are, and that's how they would be that character. And they're like, oh, I like that flavor. I like the way that he said that. I like the way that he was that way. Of course, you're going to be working on that muscle more and more as you take acting classes and step into this. But that's just fun. I mean, that's just like you becoming more of who you already are. You already are.
Well, basically, that's what I want to do. I want to have fun. When I used to do sales, that's like lately I've been a little bit down there because I've been like getting myself back up on my feet, and it's hard physically and mentally and emotionally. But usually, whenever I go and I can go to a door and just knock at the door and go out with a $10,000 check, and a signed contract in like 10, 15 minutes. I did that often, so I know I have what it takes.
Yeah, the prefrontal cortex.
I'm not the best version of myself right now as we speak. That's what I'm saying.
You say you're not?
I'm not. No, I'm not the best version of who I am. No.
Now,
anyways, I don't think so.
But what if that was just a thought?
It's just a thought. Exactly,
yeah,
it is.
Well, what if it really was just a thought? That's not actually the truth. That was just a thought that popped in your mind. I'm not the best version of myself.
Start to be myself and stuff. I'm getting out of paranoia. Anxiety stuff, seeing people. I was really isolated, so you know what I mean. It's kind of it's hard. So, yeah. But I'm getting better.
I think we suffer really bad. We go through pain. We go through a lot of self-doubt. We go through ups and downs and losing control. This is just a human experience.
Mm-hmm.
And through experiencing all this, what if what that means is that you now have incredible access to becoming an actor? Because acting, you experience it all.
Mm-hmm.
It gave you access.
I guess so.
To so
I never
much.
did so.
Yeah, it's your gift. What we all have to do here when we do the managing of the mind is we have to work on the thought that seems to be the truth. The reason why most of us do things that we don't want to do, like take drugs, like drink alcohol, like, we don't even want to do it, like watching Netflix, is because we're afraid to feel our feelings. And this is, it's a weird concept, especially to men, because it's like, hey, man, I'm a strong man. Come on.
I'm a strong man, but I'm so sensitive, I always had a hard time to, express my feelings because of, sensitivity stuff,
Yeah.
So anyways, but
yeah, that's a beautiful
it's
part
who I am.
of you.
It's who I am.
It's who you are. It's the beautiful part of you. It's the actor part of you. And it is the beautiful part of you. That's when we get connected through people's vulnerability and humanity. So here, I want to give you a lesson. Write this one down if you can, or just remember it. If you are willing to feel any emotion, if you're willing to feel any negative emotion, you're willing to feel it. It's perfect. Acting's going to save your life because you know why? If you're willing to feel any emotion, there's nothing that can stop you. So think about some of the what's the worst emotion that you don't want to feel?
Pain when you cry. You cry because you're hurt, or you cry because you're happy, or you're just overwhelmed, or
Yeah.
The tear part.
The tear part. But what's the pain?
Always, not being, good enough. That's me. I'm a perfectionist. And fear of rejection.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
But when you reject yourself, automatically, you think that others rejects you. But it's part of my story.
Yeah.
It's myself that rejects myself. It's not everybody else. I'm learning that it all starts from me.
Yes.
I'm the one rejecting myself. I'm not good enough. I'm not this enough. I'm not that enough. So until I'm perfect, like you were saying earlier, until I'm perfect, well, then I can enjoy life. Then I could be someone. But until that point of time, I have to sit back and just be miserable.
Have you ever considered that you can choose your thoughts?
Yeah, well, I'm considering it now. Yeah.
Now you're going to apply that same skill that you know very well, but it's going to be a little bit different now. Because now you're going to be choosing, you're going to continuously choose your thinking that produces a result you want. So how do you want to feel while you create your new career as an actor?
I want to feel amazing. I want to be I want to be myself. I just want to be myself and just, like be the best version of who I am.
Love it.
Without self-doubt, without thinking what people thinks, you know what I mean? Just don't give a fuck, just be yourself. That's it,
Yeah.
Stop the jamming part, stop, always, being hard on yourself and be silly, stop being perfect, wanting to be perfect,
You're going to now take action out there in the world when you go to your acting class, when you do the A-list program, possibly, if you choose to do that, when you go meet people on set, when you are acting in front of the camera, you're feeling excited because you're like, I'm meant for success. That is the main thought that you repeat over and over in your mind. I'm meant for success. I'm meant for this. This is awesome. I love my life. I'm so proud of myself. I'm not afraid to feel any negative emotion. If I fuck up in front of the camera, I fucked up. I'm silly, right? Just like you said before. I'm going to be silly. Let me give that another try. How's that? Oh, let me try it again. How's that? And you're going to use your assets that are good from the past and just let all the other stuff go and choose a new way of thinking for this new life that you're creating. You're still going to feel frustration in the future. You're still going to feel fear in the future. You're still going to feel uncertainty in the future. And you're going to feel love, and you're going to feel belonging, and you're going to feel connected. Life will still be 50-50 in the future, just like it is right now. So why would you even do it if you're still going to feel these negative emotions? Why would you even work your fucking ass off to get to be an actor that makes their living doing that way, or a director, or a costume designer, if you're still going to feel negative emotion? I mean, I just want to be happy all the time. Why would you do that? Well, if some of you guys are noticing, it's to evolve. It's simply to evolve. And if you can see that it's not going to necessarily be better there than here. Yeah, I'll have more money in my bank account. Yeah, I'll have more of the friends that I want to have. Yeah, I'll probably be traveling around the world and be proud of myself. But I'll still feel frustration, fear, rejection, shame. I'll still feel these things. So if that's the case, why am I doing it? Because I want to evolve. Because I want to go for it. Because I want that life. Because it would be fun. There's something that opens us up when we're like, oh yeah, life is 50-50 now. Life will be 50-50 then, and that's okay. I'm going to evolve and just go for my goals anyway.